Welcome to the channel, and thank you for tuning in. As we wait for the motor to come from the shop, I want to work on a few things here and there, things that I've held back, but now I think I have some time to work on them. What I am holding here, this is the nozzle for my water methanol injection kits that I installed a couple of months ago, and for the most part it worked. There is nothing wrong with this one. However, there is a problem with the placement, the way my nozzle is placed, or the way this nozzle was placed, because I already removed it. The problem with this is it's touching one of the place on the motor, and it's kind of like I mean, it works, there is nothing wrong, but I feel that there is a room for failure on the way this one is placed. The problem is that this one is too long, and I did ask AM if they do make a low profile one, but unfortunately they don't. They only have this one, and there is also quite a few negative problems with this AEM nozzle. The problem is with this one. You see this pin that you insert, let me take this out. So if I remove this, right, so this pin that you insert, I hope this gets into focus, and sorry if I'm not, but I'll try my best. This pin that you insert right over here, so you insert it this way. All right, so this thing, when you insert it right on this holes right there, it goes in like this. Now the way it's placed on the motor, this one gets pushed, right? This one get pushed, and when it get pushed, this one actually just pops out because of the placement of this nozzle in the car. So this already failed on me once. I think it happened when I was at New Jersey Motorsports. I was doing the roll racing, and I heard a loud noise that came out of the engine bay. That was back last year at Fuel Fest. Yes, it was at Fuel Fest event, and I was happy that AEM did warranty me this one. They did send me a replacement. However, with this one, it failed again. Yeah, it's failed again. So the problem is literally with the placement I have. Now, that being said, I am going to address this with a different type of nozzle, and I went with the Snow Performance nozzle. So Snow Performance provides a low profile one which has a 90-degree angle, and that is what I am going to install. Further on that, I am going to replace this one as well. Remember when we did the installation, I did use a filter. I don't need this filter anymore. I am going to ditch out this filter, and also I'm going to ditch out this nylon cable, which is being replaced with this one. This is a copper nickel hard line. Not a lot of people have a favorite of using this one. Some people will go with a stainless steel, but I decided to go with this one. This is nickel copper hard line. The differences between the two: this one I can bend it with my hands very easily, but it's hard to bend stainless steel with your hands, especially with the bends that we're going to create when we start plumbing this one. So to assist with this plumbing, there are a few material and tools that I will be using. You know, this one, I've shown this when I did the plumbing of the old cooler and different other plumbing as well. I use this one. This is very nice when we are dealing with the material that we are going to use, or let's say the parts that we are going to use. I've got this one here. This is the AN fittings, and this one is AN-4 or -4 AN fitting, and this is the female part, and we have this side here now, and we have this side here. This one goes inside like this, and we're going to create a flare on the tubing, and this will go against this AN fitting, and this AN fitting is NPT to AN4, and it will go like this. So we are going to thread it like this, and it's just going to snag. And with the flare that we are going to create, it will really snag properly, and hopefully will not have leaks. Hopefully, finger crossed. If we do the flare correctly, we will not have any leak. So the way you do it is you get this side, you place it inside like this, and then you get this one, the small one, and you place it this way. Okay, and once you have that set, you're now going to get your flaring tool. Okay, we know that we are going to use 1/4, so we got the flaring tool, and we're going to pick exactly 1/4. Okay, that's basically all we need. And I will make it easier. I will use a vise. I'll place the vise right here. Okay, now we have this one set. I will open this one. I don't need to open this one a little bit. Okay, and we got our line. We're going to insert the line inside. Just want to have it straighten up, and I'll get this guy. I'll place it inside over here where it says 1/4. Okay, where it says 1/4, and then I will secure my flaring tool like this. You want it to be really flushed, not flush. You open it a little bit, and then you press this one. You have to come out a little bit. Come on. Yeah, need to come out a little bit and flush it against there, and then you secure this. Okay, okay, this one is secure, and we're going to get our tool. This tool, very easy to work on this, and you place it just like this. Come on, just like this. Perfect. And we will start. Okay, and you get this guy and you start turning it. You start turning it until we create our flare. Come on, you're doing it. Alright, that's really about it. That's how you create the flare. And here we have the flare created. You see that? Now this AN4 fitting will go and sit exactly over here, and you can see the parts that sit from the AN tool, right? You see the tip. This tip is going to sit over here. You see that? And this, when you secure it, it is not going to leak. You can see, all right, here is the snow performance nozzle that I already placed. You can see that the line now, the inlet line will be at the 90-degree angle that goes into the charge pipe. Probably the design of the charge pipe could be the issue. That is why the AEM, that is why the AEM nozzle couldn't fit properly for my application. I mean, yes, I could have drilled something here and then create another entry for the nozzle, but man, it is what it is. I think this one is just okay. For the most part, I always wanted to change the angle of this one anyways, instead of straight in this the way it was. But anyways, you can see that this is the same AN fittings that I'm going to use, and the hard line will come from there and pass probably somewhere here and properly route it and go all the way over there. So this is what we are going to work with, and I think that we should be good. So I will work on the plumbing, and then I will show you later how the plumbing is going to look like. Alright, so I went ahead and removed this cover. First, you have to remove these wipers. You use 16mm sockets to take that out. I put this tape here so that I will reference how to position the wipers when I put them back, because if you don't align them properly, it may create some issues. Either both, they will just be touching each other when they work, or maybe just not gonna work properly. So that's why you see this tape, and I know exactly how to place them back when I put this back. So the way I want to do this line will pass here, pass over here, and then go all the way, follow this line here. I will show you later how this one will look like, and then we'll pass through somewhere here, I think. No, underneath here, right? Yeah, it will pass underneath here and come down all the way over there. Okay. Now that this is cut, I am going to create the flare, and then we're going to test the whole line. Alright, now that we have the length and everything sorted out, I already tightened all their ends. I am going to put water in the tank because I don't want to lose my boost juice. I'm going to put water in the tank, and I am going to turn on the ignition, and we're going to test out the system, the whole system. And here we have to get mist, and that's why you saw I covered this so that it doesn't mess up my space. So this is what we are going to work with. Alright, I've got water in the tank. You can see very little. I didn't want to put too much water in there. We have that. So if you are not familiar with this setup, I will highly encourage you to go watch the installation video that I have a thorough in-depth of how I installed this water methanol injection. Alright, before we test this thing out, one thing I didn't mention in the installation video is this button. This one controls the on and off of the entire water methanol system. So when the ignition is on, this one is always off. I set it so that it's always off, and if I want to use the water methanol injection, I turn this one on. The reason being, the pump is always on when I have the engine running or the ignition is on, and when you have things such as that, it draws power to your battery and the battery will not last longer. So it's good that we have some control system when the power is on, when I'm not using the meth, and this one can control on and off. It will be good if I can also have this one set up as a fail-safe, like I can just press the button and automatically change the map. Man, that would be really awesome. But unfortunately with my car, I cannot do that. So the ignition is off. Let's turn the ignition on. Okay, the ignition is on, and this button here, you can see the light is not on. And when I turn this on, come on, when I press this, the light is on, and we can check our controller. Let me get the controller, the meth controller there, and we have our meth controller right here. The light is flashing because we have low fluid. That's why we have this one flashing. So I am going to press test so that we can see if there is anything that comes out of there. So I'll put this one over here. Through the window we should see some mist. Let's press test button. I press the test button. Something should happen. Wait, I think it's press and wait. Yeah. Let's see. There we go. You see that? Okay. Something came out, but I don't like it. It's not a mist. That's not a mist. See that? Unfortunately, I was expecting to have a mist out there, not what I saw. So let's go check if there is any leak. Let's inspect some leakage. There is nothing over here. Okay, I do see some leak over here. So this one here is leaking. Okay, there is a way we can do that by using a Teflon tape. So I am going to use a Teflon tape to secure this one so that we don't have any leak. All right, I'm fine. I found where the leak is, and I am going to put a Teflon tape to prevent the leak. All right, I used a few passes, and we'll go ahead and set this out. Okay, let's try this again. All right, let's go test this out again. I think the hope is to have a mist, not to spray the way it's spraying, but let's see what we got. All right. And I will just put this one here. All right, we've got that taken care of. That's the only place where it was leaking. Let's test again. All right, I'm going to press the test button. That is perfect. That is perfect. That's exactly what I was expecting. You can see the mist. That mist is what we were looking for. Something vibrating. What was that? Let's try again. It's coming from the back. Let me investigate what's going on. It's coming from the back. After checking this, I found out what the problem is on the connector. The AN42 NPT, it's not connecting properly. That is where I'm having a leak. But other than that, my flare don't have any leaks. This one here doesn't have leak either. So we are good on that RAM, and I am ready to put this in. But once I figure out the proper connection for this one, I will get it and install it. So let me do that quickly, and I will show you how the line sits after I connect everything. All right, here is how the line is set up. It starts here from the nozzle. You can see now I have clearance over here. This is not to touch this thing anymore, and it passes through here and goes around here, passes underneath here, and goes all the way over there and connect to the solenoid. Now I have a problem with the solenoid. It's leaking there where I have the Teflon tape, so I need to get a better fitting. That fitting is not working properly, so that's what I have to look for and see if I can find something. All right, folks, thank you for watching, and I hope I'll catch you on the next one.